नमस्कार मित्रों, मैं डॉक्टर लोकेश भाटिया लोक टॉक्स चैनल पे आपका स्वागत करता हूं। मित्रों, आज बड़े हर्षोल्लास की बात है। YouTube का पहला माइलस्टोन 100 सब्सक्राइबर्स का हम क्रॉस कर चुके हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद उन सभी का जिन्होंने मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया है। आज मैं चर्चा कर रहा हूं आपसे उन सीक्रेट की जिससे मैंने अपना बॉडी वेट रिडक्शन नियंत्रण में ही नहीं कम भी किया है। Almost to the tune of 7 to 8 kgs weight reduction I have attained. That was the weight reduction could be attained by doing intermittent fasting. How does that work? Let's understand the scientific mechanism of it, and it's very well studied, medically recommended. All right. So the latest updated article is on 12th of February 2020. I may share a link also if you want to go through that. How does that works? What are the scientific basis of that? First, it results in reduction of free radicals in the body. Second, it results in body weight reduction. All right. Third, it improves the glucose metabolism and starts regulating the glucose metabolism, right? As you all know, I am an orthopedic surgeon working in Qatar, and presently here in India got stuck up because of the lockdown. So I've been publishing regularly YouTube videos and updating you as well by coming up with various topics and discussions and updating on many of the topics I have discussed earlier. During lockdown period, I have published around 24-25 videos. So this is another one today. So the fourth mechanism is increasing the stress resistance, right? Increasing the stress resistance and suppressing the inflammation. These are two mechanisms by which we can boost our body immunity, right? So what now, let us discuss what is happening exactly during the fasting, and as you all know, the fasting and feasting time, this is known as intermittent fasting, right? So during fasting, what is happening? During fasting, when I'm fasting longer time for 12 hours around, the cells activate the pathways that enhances the intrinsic defense against oxidative and metabolic stress, and those that repair and remove damaged molecules. During the feeding period, the cells engage in tissue specific process of growth and plasticity. However, most people take 3 meals a day or even plus snacks, so intermittent fasting doesn't occur. Now, during fasting, one more mechanism that is happening is the triglycerides get broken up into fatty acids and glycerol, which are used for energy. Liver converts the fatty acids and further to ketone bodies, and ketone bodies becomes the major source of energy during fasting period. So, and ketones are the main source of energy for the brain. All right. So in the fed state, the blood levels of ketones are low, and during the fasting state of 8 to 12 hours minimum, the ketone levels goes higher. In humans, the three most widely regimes which have been studied and recommended are 5:2, that is 2 days fasting in a week, and daily time restricted feedings. Diets that are markedly reduced in calories on one or more days each week. reduction of 5 to 700 calories per day results in elevated levels of ketone bodies on those particular days. The metabolic switch from glucose to ketone bodies results in reduction in respiratory exchange ratio. That is, the oxygen consumed to carbon dioxide produced ratio gets improvised, gets changed, and this indicates the greater metabolic flexibility and the efficiency of the energy production from fatty acids and ketone bodies. Ketone bodies are the fuel used during fasting, which influences the health and aging. Ketone bodies stimulate brain health, psychiatric and neurodegenerative disorders. All right. So it becomes very great help to strengthen the brain functions. Then other benefits of intermittent fasting are improvements in the glucose regulation, blood pressure, heart rate, and abdominal fat loss. The central obesity definitely gets reduced, and I have personally experienced. I've reduced around 7 to 8 kgs of body weight by doing this fasting process. So intermittent fasting and the stress resistance, in contrast to the people today, our humans, ancestors did not consume 3 meals as we are consuming as of now. We normally take breakfast, then lunch, and then dinner, and then snacks in between, off and on. So, and nor did they live a sedentary lifestyle. We are so used to sedentary lifestyle nowadays. So that's how the things are. And if you are regularly following intermittent fasting, how do I do? Let me share my secret with you. Since the time I have arrived here, I have been taking very, very limited diet. I take breakfast around something like 10 to 12 and lunch around 4 to 5 p.m. That's it. I am done with that. That's the only 2 meals. That's how I've been taking, whatever you call it, breakfast or one meal, and you may call another lunch. That is something like I do it around 4 or 5 p.m. at the most, and before sunset I'm done with everything eating, and then later on I will take only plain water only, nothing more. So I hope, my dear friends, the scientific basis of intermittent fasting, I could bring it to you. There are more specific things also in that. If you are interested, if you have any particular questions regarding this, I can definitely come up with that. We can also cover up in part 2, also make a second part of this. I hope you like this video. Do share it with your friends, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit on the bell icon. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you. Take care. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyanti, ma dukh bhag bhavi. Dhanyavad.